Good evening, Dr. Alazin. My name is Tamara Khatib, and I will be starting with scenario 1, and subsequently my colleague Sarah Meski will be dealing with scenario 2. So as part of our EBM assignment and looking at scenario 1, which says that in teens trying to quit smoking, is cognitive behavior therapy more effective than nicotine replacement therapy? So we started by listing the PICO elements, in which P stands for the population, in that case it is teens, I, which stands for intervention, in this case it is cognitive behavior therapy, O, which is C, which is, the comparator, in this case it is the nicotine replacement therapy, O, the outcome, in that case it is smoking cessation effectiveness, and finally with our query, in this case it is therapy. So now we will go to the Medline website. Okay, as we can see here, and we will start by searching for smoking cessation. Okay, we press the first one, which is the smoking cessation, and we go all the way down to where it's written. Okay, so here we can see that there are no additional titles below it, so there is no need to explode. Okay, and then we press continue. After that, we will search for CBT, which is cognitive behavior therapy. Okay, we can see that cognitive behavior therapy is the first result. And here we check the scope. And we can see that it includes cognitive behavior therapies in different forms. It is written in different forms. Okay, and this is what we want. So we go back and we press it. Okay, and we go all the way down. And here we can see that here we can see that there are additional subheadings under it. So in this case, we will have to explode. Okay. And then we will press continue. Okay, and now we look for nicotine replacement. Okay, so nicotine replacement, as we previously mentioned, that it is our comparator. Okay, so here we can see that we have tobacco use cessation devices, okay, which can be included as a nicotine replacement. So if we check the scope of it, okay, we can see that here it is mentioned that it is a nicotine replacement product. Okay, so this is what we want. Okay, so we press on it and we go all the way down. Okay, and if we check it here, we can see that there's also nicotine chewing gum, and we also need it in our search. So we also press explode in this case, and we go up and we press continue. Okay, so as we can see here now that in our search, now we have smoking cessation, cognitive behavior therapy, and tobacco use cessation devices. So we will be joining them. Okay, so how do we move this one? Okay, just a second. Okay, so we will be joining them together, and then we will press and. Okay, so our next step would be to include the limits. Okay, so here we can see that we have the limits. We press on it, and then after going to additional limits, okay, as we can see here, we look at the age groups. One of the limits that we can include is one of the age groups. We go all the way down and we press on the adolescent because this is our population, as we previously mentioned that our population is the teens. And then we press on limit a search. Okay, and now we will add another limit. So we'll go all over again to additional limits. Okay, and this limit would be therapy in order to maximize the sensitivity. Okay, so we go all the way down here. Okay, we press on therapy, maximize the sensitivity, and then we press on limit search. Okay, so this is our search, as we can see here, after limiting everything. Okay, after limiting to adolescents and after limiting to therapy. Okay, we can see that we have 8 results. Okay, and these are the results. These are the 8 articles that we got as results for our search. Okay, so now my friend Sarah Meski will proceed with clinical scenario number 2. I'm done with my part. Thank you for listening.
So now we will move to clinical scenario number 2 with vaccinating the children with MMR cause autism on PubMed. So we will start by writing as well the PICO elements, which include the population, children, the intervention, which is MMR vaccine, the comparator, it's non-applicable here, the outcome, it's autism, and the query is etiology. So now we will move to PubMed. So we will go to clinical queries. So we will write MMR vaccine and autism. And for the filter, we will select it to be etiology. And we will search. So now, as we can see, we go to the details. We have the first mesh term is measles, mumps, rubella vaccine. So we select it. And we put and there's another mesh term as well, which is autistic disorder. We select it. And we put it. Now we put parentheses because we want to include both of them. And now we put another and to include the etiology. And then we search. So we got 108 results. Go to advanced. We go to details to check that what we got is actually measles, mumps, rubella vaccine and autistic disorder, as well, and the etiology. So now our next step is we have to include the limits. So we go to additional filters. We press age, child, birth, 18 years, because here we're concerned, or our population is the children. And we press show limits here. So we got 77 results, as we can see here. We have 77 results. We can make our search more specific by replacing the term here broad with the term narrow. So for example, we select it, we put it in the query box, and we replace the term broad with the term narrow. And then we search. So as we can see now, the number of articles went from 77 to 20 articles, so we have narrowed down our results. So of course, narrow is more specific than broad, but we usually use broad for our search. So that's it for PubMed.